What is going on, YouTube-averse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another Top 5 on this glorious Top 5 Friday. And guys, we are moving our way through the 2010s and doing my Top 5 personal favorite albums of 2010. Such a momentous year in music history, and let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. At number 5, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye West. Yes, you gotta have this on your top 5. I mean, so good from start to finish. It's my favorite Kanye album. And, so many hits like Power and Runaway, All of the Lights, Monster, and then you have so many gems as well, least of which is So Appalled is just an amazing track and doesn't even feature Kanye rapping, but you have the likes of Jay-Z and RZA, and throughout the whole album, there's so many celebrities, like Chris Rock even shows up talking on a track, and just all over the map, you have people like Bon Iver and Elton John, and it's all warranted and works in such a cohesive way, and that's just my number 5. So now at number 4, Diamond Eyes by Deftones. Gotta have this as well. Such a tremendous outing from this band, and Chino and Moreno and the guys are just in top form here, rivaling White Pony. I think this is technically my second favorite Deftones album, which is really saying something. I mean, the title track, you got Rocket Skates, you've got beautiful ballads like Sex Tape, slow churning, building songs like You've Seen the Butcher. It's just fantastic from start to finish, and that is just my number 4. So now at number 3, the How You Like Me Now EP by The Heavy. And I know this is a little bit of a cheat because EPs are not a full album, but you're gonna see some EPs throughout my 2010s top 5s because there are some great ones, and this one really deserves to be on there. And of course, How You Like Me Now was on the House That Dirt Built album a year prior, but I feel like The Heavy was really smart, and as soon as they started getting success with that song, they realized, hey, let's put this out again with more songs that are in that vein. And really every single song on here is a banger. You got like Big Bad Wolf and Strong Enough and Colleen with the big horns on it from the Dap Kings, really just kind of rivaling How You Like Me Now. And it's short and sweet, but it's fantastic, and it really just made me a Heavy song. I was so excited for what came next after this, and that's just a sign of a tremendous EP, and that's just my number 3. So now at number 2, A Thousand Suns by Linkin Park. Oh man, this is my favorite Linkin Park album. We're seeing some of my favorite albums from some of my favorite artists of this era, and Linkin Park, like Deftones, coming on the scene, late 90s, early 2000s, but really just honing their craft. Everybody in the band, but especially Mike, coming on with some great singing on this album. Of course, Chester just hitting all the high notes, but stylistically, just building upon what they already have, mixing in some elements of reggae and funk, and almost like a concept album in certain ways. But songs like Waiting for the End is just tremendous. The melody and just the feeling, the emotion behind it. Songs like The Catalyst, the way that it builds is just amazing. Then you've got just heavy hitters like Wretches and Kings, soft songs like The Messenger. It's just from start to finish a tour de force from Linkin Park. And like I said, my favorite from them, and that's just my number 2. So now at number 1, Brothers by the Black Keys. I mean, come on, man. Another one of my favorite albums from one of my favorite artists, from Everlasting Light all the way through the end. I mean, songs like Sinister Kid, which, as you know, is my favorite song off of this album for personal reasons. But I mean, And that's like toward the end of the album, and just throughout there's songs like Next Girl and Tighten Up, which was a huge hit. Just every single song. Too Afraid to Love You, oh my God, an amazing just kind of slower song that has a harpsichord in there and just so bluesy, so soulful. Even like instrumentals like Black Mud are amazing. Like Dan and Patrick, they peaked on this one. I'm telling you, like they've never quite come close to such a perfect album. And then the way to close it off with These Days, it's just brilliant, man. And that's my number one. So let me know in the comments below what you think. What would your top 5 be? If you're so bold, leave me a top 10. As I said, on my top 5 songs of 2010, I left off once again Ray LaMontagne, one of my favorite artists of all time. Kings of Leon, like just so many great albums in 2010, man. But yeah, I think I did a pretty good job. So let me know what you think. And guys, we got top 5s every Friday, album reviews, so much more. Thank you for watching, and as always, Viva La Vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.